This is my second time recording this video. Not only did I not record a gameplay on my first attempt, I recorded the audio. What's cracking, my little nuts? It's your boy PMR here, and today we are playing some IW4X Modern Warfare 2 while talking about Modern Warfare 2 2022, the sequence to Modern Warfare 2019. We're just calling it Modern Warfare 2, the sequence. The sequence. We're just gonna call it Modern Warfare the second. I think that's the only logical and easier option, because I don't want to call it Modern Warfare 2, because this is Modern Warfare 2 for me. Let's jump into the game. And again, the servers were not that fun to play, but I love you guys. I'll do anything for content for you guys. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy it. Can I get in this terminal? So it's been a minute since I talked to you guys, at least over here on my YouTube. Unless you've been living under a rock, you probably have seen that Modern Warfare 2 has been announced. We got a trailer and we got some campaign gameplay already. It is June. The game is set to release October 28th. There is a beta. We don't know when. There's a lot of information that we've gotten to know because of people that got to play and test the game already. And there's a couple things that I want to talk about. The first thing that I want to talk about is I am not hyped for Modern Warfare 2. The second. Oh dude, that's gonna take some while to get used to. And the reason that I am not hyped is just because of the recent years of Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2019 was not a good Call of Duty, or at least multiplayer wise. It's not. Let's stop pretending that it was. I know it was the first Call of Duty for a lot of you guys. Let's not normalize the Modern Warfare 2019 experience as a multiplayer. It was trash. It was one of the worst Call of Duties ever, and I don't wanna repeat that experience ever again. Got nuked. Just so I can give you a reference of where I am at hype wise for this Call of Duty. So let's say like my hype starts here and it ends up here. Usually around this time, with all the announcements and all the information coming out, I'm usually over here with hype for Call of Duty. But this year I'm here. I'm just really down here, and you can't really judge me for that. I mean, look at the last 3 years of Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, Vanguard, how everything was released, how everything was supposed or like rumored, and then it ended up just being bad, like really bad. I don't believe anything that anybody says. I don't really care. I don't care if pro players have played the game and they say it's amazing and it's good. The pro players, they get fined. They have to pay fines if they talk bad about the games they're playing. So why the fuck would I believe a pro player that went to play Modern Warfare 2 is saying it's a good game? Why would I believe him? They can't talk bad about anything. They get fined. I think the only pro player that I would actually consider a good opinion is a pro player that actually talks bad about the game. Straight up says like, listen, I don't like this is trash. But of course they can't do that. I mean, they can, it's just they don't want to lose money because of that. Not even I would do that. Opinions from people that have played the game, they don't count. The gameplay that we've seen from campaign really doesn't give us a lot of information to work with. It's nothing really. It's not like a groundbreaking experience compared to Modern Warfare 2019. It's just an improved experience, which we already expected that to happen. There's really no need for them to go all over the place and restart from scratch how the experience is. I'm not a campaign guy. I'm a multiplayer guy. That's the only thing I care about. So until I touch the game, I don't have an opinion about the game, but my hype for it is just not high. I'm not hyped for the game. The second thing that's kind of not making me hyped is the amount of weapons that have been kind of confirmed. A lot of things can change until the game comes out, but from what we've heard from the people that got to play the game, there is a lot of weapons from Modern Warfare 2019 that are returned to Modern Warfare 2. And that makes me not hyped for the game, for the simple fact that the exciting thing about a new multiplayer coming out is there's new maps and new guns that you're able to play. When we went from this game, Modern Warfare 2, to Modern Warfare 3, we got a bunch of new maps, a bunch of new weapons, and it was overall refreshing, you know. Of course, there was a lot of changes when it came to kill streaks, and we had specialists, but you know, that's bonuses. For me, that's like extra. That's even better. But the main thing that I'm gonna be playing on a multiplayer is the weapons and the maps. Those are the things that matter the most. And then we have spawns, we got attachments, we got a variety of things. But gun variety is really important for me. Even though I'm just a sniper, imagine that they release this new Call of Duty with the same snipers from Modern Warfare 2019. I would never be excited for that. Wow, you really destroyed my attack insert, huh? But you know, we're still months away from the game actually releasing, so we don't really know what we're gonna get. We'll just have to wait and see. The one thing that I'm actually excited about the game, and that's the only thing that's kind of made me go from here to maybe Yeah. Is the new creator class system. It's not really completely new. It's just redefined from what we had on Modern Warfare 2019. I guess in a way, trying to avoid what happened with Vanguard, because, you know, 10 attachments is kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. And the fact that I can have 10 attachments on the sniper rifle on Vanguard and the snipers still suck. Yeah, let's not do that again, please. So how the new class setup thing works, I'm hyped, okay? I'm not gonna talk too much about it. You can go on YouTube, Exclusive Ace, Prestige is Key. There's a bunch of guys that talk about it, so you guys can check those videos out. And the second thing that makes me a little bit more hyped, like this, I don't really know how to explain this, and I don't think anybody knows how to explain this, but apparently we have an assault rifle and we have an SMG, and all of those free guns, not the categories, just like imagine just a sniper, assault rifle, and an SMG. Imagine those 3 guns have the main body is the same. So I guess you have like the main body, and then all of the attachments that make a sniper and make an assault rifle and make an SMG. All of those attachments fit into that body, so you could technically turn an M4 into a sniper. Listen, it's interesting. I am curious to learn about it. Hopefully on the beta we get to try it and see how it works. There is one thing about it that I'm kind of worried, but you know, until I play the game, I'm not gonna develop any opinions on it. My hype is just low. So there's also, apparently we're gonna get the traditional 6v6 maps. There's gonna be ground war. Hopefully we're gonna have the 10v10 option in 6v6 maps. A lot of the people in the community really enjoy that, but there's also going to be big maps like for ground war, which apparently are going to be parts of the new Warzone maps. We'll see how that goes. They did say that there's no feeder modes. Fuck me, I might get depressed when that game comes out, at least when it comes to making thumbnails. Having a feeder mode really helps me as a thumbnail designer, and every time they don't add one to Call of Duty, it sucks. Looking at the gameplay footage that we got yesterday, I mean, the game looks and sounds amazing, of course. How can you fuck that up? It's kind of like, you gotta get that right. And there's a lot of things they gotta get this shit right with this game. Activision really made Treyarch and Sledgehammer work in such a tight schedule for Cold War and Vanguard, all for the fact so Infinity Ward could have time to develop this Modern Warfare sequence, or the second. Dude, the next one, okay? The 2022 COD. My expectations for this game, they are low. Don't get me wrong, my expectations for this game, they are low. But at the same time, they are very high because Activision has fucked Treyarch and Sledgehammer so much. I'm gonna criticize this game a lot when it comes out, because there's nothing more pisses me off than me recommending people to buy Vanguard, because, you know, when it came out, there was flaws, which I was fine with, considering the time that they had to develop the game. I told people, like, listen, I trust in Sledgehammer. It's gonna be a good game. It's definitely worth the money compared to when Cold War or Modern Warfare 2019 came out, which is true. I mean, I enjoy Vanguard. It's just sniping fucking sucks, and I don't like the new engine. I like Treyarch games because it's arcadey. There's always gonna be a side of me that's gonna hate Modern Warfare 2 just because it's on the new engine. And apparently now all of the studios are gonna be working on this new engine for the next future Call of Duties, 25, 2026. You know the deal. So this year I'm not gonna go nice. I'm not gonna go nice and easy on Infinity Ward developers. Like, I don't care. You guys had so much time to work on this game. You guys got so much critique on Modern Warfare 2019 that any bullshit that they try to do when it comes to like making the game super realistic, making the game super noob friendly, I'm gonna fucking criticize it, and I'm not gonna enjoy playing the game if that's the case. Another nuke, huh? Yeah, let me open up Charlie Intel. Yeah, platforms where weapons share unlocks. Interesting. I don't know how that's gonna work. Hopefully it's not too complex or too confusing. It can get confusing. It's really annoying for us content creators having to explain all of this, but whatever. It is what it is. There's gonna be a beta. We're gonna have swimming and dolphin diving in the game, which, I mean, I'm fine. I don't know how I feel about dolphin diving again. We'll have to see how they implement it, honestly. New vehicles, don't really care about that. Yeah, we're gonna have battle maps, which are the big maps for ground war, and then we have core maps, which is 6v6 and hopefully 10v10. Yeah, Infinity Ward confirmed that there is no feeder mode. Oh yeah, High Rise is apparently coming back, and yesterday during the campaign gameplay reveal, the general manager, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was the general manager, she confirmed that High Rise is coming back as a part of the Warzone map and multiplayer map. I think. I could be wrong. I saw a lot of people complaining like, where's the crane? We need the crane. To be honest, dudes, High Rise without the crane, it's just not fun. And the helicopter was not on the pad. Yeah, apparently we have some sliders where you can kind of change the, let's say, the size of the barrel to make your gun ADS faster or have more recoil control. And then there was another slider. That's just another thing that either it's gonna be really cool or it's really gonna be broken and they're gonna have a hard time balancing. Yeah, we got a Warzone map teaser as well. Honestly, there's been so much information these last couple of days. I don't really remember all of the things that has been talked about. There's a lot, and there's still a lot to know. And until I get the game on my hands and I can physically try it out, listen, my expectations for Vanguard were incredibly low, and that was good because yeah, look at Vanguard. I mean, I don't hate the game, but it is what it is. Vanguard is Vanguard. And my expectations for Modern Warfare 2 are even lower than Vanguard right now. And all it takes is just some bullshit decision like, oh, let's not add a minimap, or there are so many things that can go wrong with this game and with how Infinity Ward's mentality of game development is. I like Sledgehammer. It's a studio that actually talks with the community way more than Treyarch and Infinity Ward together. Treyarch makes some questionable decisions. They don't have the ego to just completely ignore the community, while Infinity Ward developers have the biggest ego I've ever seen. It took us so much complaining for them to add the fucking minimap back. It took us so much complaining to get the multiplayer experience to be the minimum of what multiplayer should be. And that's what I'm worried about, is that this game will launch and they're all like in the studio sitting like, oh, you know, the game is in good development, we got time, you know, the footage that you saw, it's pre-alpha. Like, you think that's good for us? I mean, I have no fucking idea about game development. If I have a general idea how it should be right now, when you're starting to announce things and show things, is maybe we should have a backup plan. Maybe we should be testing the fuck out of the game, so when the game comes out, we have a couple of variety of patches, you know, to buff this or fix that or change the UI of this and that. So when the game comes out and the community starts like, what the fuck is this shit? You can do it right away. Because if it happens like Vanguard, and this is like the reason why Vanguard fucking died as well so fast, is they launched the game and then they had the Thanksgiving break and then they had the Christmas break and they launched a new Warzone map, dude. And they're saying like Warzone 2.0 is coming later this year, as in like later 2022. So I don't think that was the plan. I think there is so much that can go wrong, and I hope that they learn with the launch of Vanguard, that they learn with the launch of Cold War, that they learned with the bullshit that they did on Modern Warfare 2019. I'm not hyped.